Welcome everybody, Edben24 back with another video. Um, this video, I'm actually uploading my Ultimate Spider-Man issue 1 review. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But I said in that video I'll be doing an Ultimate Spider-Man TV show rant. So this is it. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. This show has a lot of problems. It really does. The first thing, like the most chief thing that this show has issues with, is that it's trying to be too many things at once. Um, it's trying to be this comedic variation of the New Avengers, and it's trying to be a Spider-Man show, and it's trying to be this kind of, I would say almost like an attempt at a Batman, the Brave and the Bold kind of thing, except it's Spider-Man. But you can't. I'm gonna go step by step. What's wrong with the show? Uh, First thing, like I said before, it's trying to be this comedic version of the New Avengers. It's trying to be the Teen Titans, and it's failing miserably at doing that. The reason why Teen Titans was successful is that it accomplished what a lot of shows need to accomplish nowadays. It had it had an episodic plot, it had a season plot, and it had an overall story plot. So things could lead into other things like gradually, and you wouldn't have this kind of you wouldn't have to contrive a villain. You just wouldn't, because you would have set up enough like minor villains to just elevate them up to major villain status, and then there you have it. Another season. I don't see this with this show at all. And what's worse, it's not even Spider-Man villains. I mean, from the episodes I've seen, they've produced, I think, about 21 episodes. I've seen up to the one where they do a play, a Spider-Man play, the one where Miles makes a cameo. Of all those episodes, I think they've used Dr. Octopus twice. We've seen Norman Osborn, but not as a Green Goblin, so I don't count him as a villain. We've seen Sandman once. We've seen Boomerang once, and that's it. Yeah, you can't do a Spider-Man show and then not have Spider-Man villains. I don't mind so much the whole team thing. First thing, yeah, this team doesn't work. They just don't. Like, if you're gonna do the New Avengers, then just change this show to the New Avengers. Just call it the New Avengers and don't call it Ultimate Spider-Man, because it's not. It has Ultimate influences, and what's sad, the previous show, Spectacular Spider-Man, did Ultimate better than this show. Yeah. And you know what's worse? I think the reason why this show is in a lot of flack is because it was falsely advertised, inadvertently. You see, what Casada and his goons at Marvel did was make a high quality animation show with terrible plot, and no plot, to be honest. Yeah, you see, that's what annoys me. You see, they're doing what superhero squaddies tried to do, and I give that a pass, because when you look at it, that's clearly not marketed towards teenagers or adults, or even maybe like preteens. That was straight up for young adolescents and toddlers. It didn't falsely advertise itself. It was what it claimed to be. It didn't try to do anything better. It didn't try to be dark. It didn't. It was a little fun, go beat 'em up villain kind of show. Yeah, this doesn't have that. Um, Drake Bell's Spider-Man. I actually like Drake Bell. I mean, when I first started, I was like, oh, cool, Drake Bell's voicing Spider-Man. Um, but after like watching it, I began to realize I can't take him seriously. And maybe it's because I've seen superhero movies, the parody of like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, but I can't take him seriously. I just can't, because he's like, in my head, I have him like inscribed as Rick Ryder, the Dragonfly. Like, that's what I see him as, and I don't. He doesn't work in this show. He just doesn't. I don't know who could voice Spider-Man, but I wouldn't say bring back the old guy from you know what I think would work as Spider-Man? Um, Yuri, what's his name? Yuri, I think Lowensen. Uh, I'm pronouncing his last name. I know that, but it's Yuri something. The guy who voices Sasuke in the dub. He's also Ben 10 in the Cartoon Network series. Yeah, have him as Spider-Man. I think he could work. I really do think it could work. I actually want to look up his full name so I can say it correctly, but I'm gonna turn on my computer and talk in the meantime. Yeah, if you hear a click, that's my computer. Yeah, Yuri I think could work as Spider-Man. I really do think he could because I don't know why it just feels like his voice works. Um, Not like the whole Sasuke evil voice. I mean just the normal kind of Ben 10 Locke Lambert Hunted voice that he does, that I think could work. That I think would make a very good show. Um, Everyone else I think has done pretty well. I'm gonna jump around a little bit to things I do like because there are things in this show I do like. Um, that's my computer if you're hearing that. Sorry. Yeah. What I think this show perfected in doing, and I'm probably gonna get flack for this, but I'm saying this. This had the best supporting cast of any Spider-Man show I have ever seen. It had the best supporting cast. And well, that's not entirely true. Let me rephrase that. This show portrays characters that I normally do not like who are supporting characters in a manner I find extremely enjoyable. Particularly Mary Jane and Harry Osborn. You see, the problem with those two characters is that they're bad, like, they're not even badly written. They're just bad for Peter Parker as a character. I felt like he's kind of like, he needs, the way I see it, every fictional hero needs at least one person, usually it's a love interest, who is essentially uncorruptible, who is supportive in every way possible. Um, I I really do see that in them. And maybe it's because they haven't showed up a lot. They haven't really. They've been in maybe all 4 episodes of 20. Um, Mary Jane. This is the best interpretation of Mary Jane I have seen, by far. Maybe it's because we don't see her a lot, but her as a love interest, just particularly like, um, here, the '90s show. Mary, that was maybe the best interpretation of Mary Jane besides the Ultimate Series one. But yeah, her character from season 1 of that show to the end of no season 2, she's terrible. Season 3, she's season 4, she's better, and season 5, she's perfected. Um, Spider-Man Unlimited, in one episode, she was really not even necessary. Really even not. And TV Spider-Man, second worst interpretation ever of her outside of the comics. Second worst. The reason why is because the beauty about Mary Jane's character is that she's supposed to be flirtatious and kind of like the kind of sweet temptress who's still loyal, but she's just plain. She has this emotional clinginess to Peter Parker, who, by the way, I actually want to do an MTV Spider-Man rant also, which I intend to do. But yeah, terrible. Spectacular Spider-Man. The problem that I had with that show and her character is because I know, and a lot of other Spider-Man fans know, but she eventually ends up with Peter Parker. The way she's portrayed would be totally okay had she not been dating, was it Mark Allen in the show? Yeah, she's with Mark Allen for the majority of the show, and then she dates like Eddie Brock like once. But yeah, and then you have the Stan Raimi Mary Jane. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Worst interpretation, particularly in the later seasons, and that gets its own rant too. But I'm digressing. I'm closing in the 10-minute mark, and I've been talking about Mary Jane for half the video, so I'm gonna move on. Harry Osborn. terrible in all of them. Terrible, terrible, terrible in all of them. And see, what I like about Ultimate Spider-Man Harry is that he clearly has issues with his father. Like that's clearly demonstrated, but it doesn't undermine his character. You see, that's what I love, because that usually hinders his character. It's usually just a character trait, not a character flaw. Here's just a character trait. In every other thing's a character flaw. So Harry Osborn. And then we get to the best character in this entire show. This is my favorite character in the entire show. Ultimate Aunt May. The best character in this entire show. My favorite in the entire show by far, bar none. Uh, she's awesome. Just awesome. I love how they make her this kind of extreme sports junkie, which I think really works because you see the thing about Aunt May's character is that for all the series that I've seen about Spider-Man, she slowly gets better and better and better, and I don't think she can be outdone in this series. Aunt May cannot be outdone. Jameson's shown up, I think, in like 2 episodes, but it's always like Menace in like an overhead projector, which I assume is supposed to be in Times Square, but Menace. That's just like trademark to me. I don't think J.K. Simmons is in this. I think he actually is. J.K. Simmons. I think he's gonna win. Okay. But yeah, I think for his team and Spider-Man team, and I'm changing the subject now. For Spider-Man team, I would have done completely different characters. I would have had or done differently. Iron Fist, I would have had played as kind of. I would have him as like a new Daredevil, but reveal that it's clearly Iron Fist, but have him in a Daredevil outfit, and have it be the first Daredevil outfit, the golden red one, not the dark red Hellfire one. Yeah, and Nova I would have removed entirely and replaced with someone a little bit more ultimate. Either Iceman could have worked, X-227 could have worked, Kitty Pryde I think could have worked perfectly in this. Kitty could have been easy. Shadowcat could have worked easily into this. Luke Cage is okay. White Tiger I would have replaced with the Black Cat simply because her character is like she's not interesting. Like she's cool, but she's not interesting. Nick Fury's fabulous. I'm surprised Samuel Jackson didn't voice him. He's not in this. So what this series needs to improve on, I would say for second season, give me a running story. And Marvel, make up your mind what you want the show to be. If you want it to be Ultimate Spider-Man, a show, then just do it as that. If it's supposed to be the New Avengers, then just change the name and call it New Avengers. Just change it, just scrap it, because Ultimate Spider-Man as a title does not belong to this show. What else do I have to talk about? I can't really think about anything else. Yeah, it's like I said, it's trying too hard to be the Teen Titans and it's failing miserably. It's trying too hard. It's not Spider-Man either. They should have replaced the characters. I actually would have had how I would have run this series. At least in the beginning, you can do Marvel, standard Marvel ones. You can bring in Doctor Doom. He was okay in this. Who else did they bring? Like I said, they had Loki was in this with Thor, which I don't even know how that works. So yeah, my video says I have about 37 seconds left, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So Disney canceled the show. Just cancel it. It's really not. It's not. It's no. If you haven't seen it, you're not missing much. This is the kind of show if you want to go see, pirate it. Do not support Disney. Pirate this show. Because they don't deserve the view. Don't waste your electricity watching this. Okay. Just don't pirate this show. You can buy the DVDs if you really want to, but pirate this show. Go watch it online. I don't support it because I don't like it. So, and Ben 24 signing off.